I know it sounds weird putting New Jersey on your bucket list, but there are so many wonderful, wonderful things to do out here in New Jersey. And I've been a resident here for years. I started going to Atlantic City when I was 18. I mean, the casinos. I used to go to Atlantic City when I was a baby, too. My grandparents had a house there. But there in South Jersey, there are so many wonderful, unique things to do. Uh-oh, someone got Miss Lucy's attention. Let me go over all of it. Best time to come, where to park, everything. Let's do New Jersey on the cheap, Ma Terry's favorite. Right, Miss Lucy? All right, here we go. Oh, that's a little cold outside, isn't it? Yes, it is. Good morning, everybody. Yes, it's finally nice out here in New Jersey. Yes, I'm so excited. Well, I have one more week of working on our birthday party. Oh my gosh, I'm working on it from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed in the evening. Then once we have our birthday party, I'm free. I'm free to travel once again. I can't wait. Yay, Miss Lucy, huh? All right. So, I'm not going to admit to it, but I've lived in New Jersey, South New Jersey, for a few years of my life, and I wanted to tell you all the wonderful things on why you should come. That's right, Miss Lucy, you yawn, on why you should visit New Jersey. It really is a beautiful state, and it's called the Garden State, and I think it holds, okay, hold on. It holds the title, it has the most densest population. So hold on, let me get my facts, and let's explore New Jersey. So we're going to talk about transportation, when to come, where to go, and everything. All right, so when is the best time of the year to go? And right now it is perfect. This is late September when I'm doing this, and this is usually when fall comes in. So we're done with all the almost 100-degree heat. Not only that, but 100% humidity. So let's see, today may be a high of 76, 77 degrees, and at nighttime it's 64 degrees. And the condensation on my window isn't from me sleeping in here. Miss Lucy wants to come over. It's just natural out here, so don't worry about compensation on your window if you're stealth camping. That's pretty nice. All right. So, also, the other nice thing about the weather is not only is the humidity down, but most of the mosquitoes, they're going to sleep right now, so they're not going to be biting. Anyhow, my favorite thing about New Jersey is diners. Now, other states have diners, but New Jersey has hundreds and hundreds of different diners. For example, like the Marlton Diner, it's all done like a Andy Warhol painting. The Philly Diner, that's a 1950s diner. The Adelphia is like a Greek diner with columns and everything. So every diner has its own unique personality, and there are literally thousands of them all throughout New Jersey. It's just amazing. I mean, you can't drive down the street without seeing a diner. That to say, there's not a lot of Denny's out here for all you Denny's fans. My favorite thing about here, and I'm comparing everything to California, is the seafood is 10 times better out here than it is in California. The way that they steam the shrimp and everything, it's delicious. That, and I think the Chinese food is a lot better too. All right, one of the things they have are odd driving things. It's almost as bad as driving in England on the wrong side of the road. Let me explain. California, I'm used to mega freeways, and out here they don't have mega freeways. They have like the toll turnpike, you know, where you have to pay tolls, but I don't. I just set my Judy, my map system, to avoid tolls. But they have these weird things called jug handles. And what's a jug handle? All right, in California, you have left-hand turn lanes. You know, you get over, and if you want to make a left-hand turn, the light comes on, you make a left-hand turn. Well, these roads are so old, they didn't have enough space to make left-hand turn lanes. So what they have is, it's called a jug handle. And what you do is you drive in the far right lane, and this is most of the time, not all the time. You drive in the far right lane, you go past the light, and then you go into this turnabout, and it puts you in the direction facing the way you want to go. It's a little odd. It takes a little practice. Sometimes I miss the jug handles. Sometimes Judith, my GPS, she doesn't get it. And yes, I renamed my GPS Judith. My sister's is Judy's. We named it the same. But mine, I switched it over to British. I love it when it says, go on the slip road. You know, what's a slip road? Who knows? But it's a lot more fun that way. So driving is different. There are things that, you know, you got to catch on to, like jug handles, but you'll catch on to that. It is dotted from North Jersey to South Jersey with all sorts of cool little beach towns. It really is. Asbury Park. But I'm really familiar with South Jersey. That's why we went to Atlantic City the other day. But south of Atlantic City, and we're going to do this in a couple of weeks, we're going to Wildwood, New Jersey. Now, what's spectacular about Wildwood, New Jersey, not only do they have the boardwalk, but they have what's called doo-wop architecture. Look it up. I think it's the only place in the world that has doo-wop architecture. I love doo-wop architecture. So we're going to get to Wildwood, New Jersey. And then the southernmost part of New Jersey is called Cape May. It's a beautiful Victorian village with lots of little shops and restaurants. So I'm sure to get there before I head off in my travels. So there's all these wonderful little beach towns. All right. Stealth camping. Do I stealth camp down there at Cape May? You bet I do. I just, you know, they figure, you know, this is a tourist town. Any place where you have tourists, you're going to have cars with license plates from other states. So I just park right on the street, right by the sides of these little motels and hotels. No one ever bothers me. But not only that, like the Walmarts out here, I think I camped at the one in Egg Harbor, New Jersey, which is by the beach town. And the one over in Mount Laurel, and the one over here. I've never had a problem. Most of these Walmarts, they close their doors at 11 o'clock, but they have the night crew running through. So I never have a problem. There's also Cracker Barrels, apartments. You know, I'll drive along with my sister and I'll say, oh, I can park there. That's not a problem. This is not the town where they hassle. They don't have the homeless problems like we have in Southern California. And they don't even hassle me in Southern California because we have like sanctuary homeless cities. So, you know, they just consider you homeless. One of the things I love about New Jersey, just kidding, but I am 10 minutes away from downtown Philadelphia, which is wonderful. But if you ever go down to downtown Philadelphia, the parking will drive you nuts. And there's so much to do in downtown Philadelphia. They have a neat little Chinatown. They have the Ben Franklin Museum. They have all sorts of, you know, the 1776, you know, when we won the original war. Sorry, I'm going brain dead. They have art museums. They have everything down there in downtown Philadelphia. But what they don't have is adequate parking, or they have parking meters. And my brother is a professional driver, and if he hates parking in Philadelphia, you're going to hate it. So what I do is we have a high speed, and it's an underground train that goes from South Jersey to Philadelphia and all parts in between, and I believe it runs 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. It's very inexpensive, and it's called PATCO, P-A-T-C-O, and it really is relatively cheap to park your car over at the train station, PATCO, get on the train, go to Philly, have fun all day, get on the train coming back. It's so much better. It's hassle-free. So that's a good one. All right. Now, we do have a lot of odd foods here. I know this is from Pennsylvania, but it's called scrapple. And what scrapple is, I enjoy it for breakfast. It's a weird breakfast sausage, and it's really tasty. I think it originated in Pennsylvania Dutch country. I'm not sure about that. But then we have pork roll sandwiches, or Taylor pork roll sandwiches, and they're pretty yummy too. And of course, we have hoagies. We have Wawas. I love Wawas. Starting in October, I believe coffee is like $1 any size. And Wawas, you know, I can get gas there. I can use the restrooms there. The coffee, they have an amazing coffee bar. I don't put creamers in 99% of the time, but they have so many delicious things at Wawas. So I really enjoyed that. All right. So, the entire state of New Jersey is dotted with small little towns, just like Cape May. They have walk-in districts. They have cute little shops everywhere you go. In California, the problem is, you know, you can drive along the 10 freeway and it's dotted with small little towns, but you have mountains. And here it's like you can go anywhere to any of these small towns, and they're all very interesting. And we'll do some videos on them. Where did I find cheap camping at? Down by the shore. You know, in California, we have Bureau of Land Management where I can park my vehicle for free. Not really available, but we do have some, not boondocking, but off-road experiences. All right, so one campground that I really liked, and it was $3 to dry camp, and they did have restrooms, and it's Goshen, Goshen Pond camping area, and that was really nice. I stayed there for about a week. Very inexpensive, very quiet, you know, in the middle. I think it was the Pine Barrens. All right, the other thing I love is if you go to Philadelphia, you have Parks Casino, but all along the Atlantic City, you have, I think it's 8 really nice casinos or more. I've stealth camped at 2 of them. Well, now it's the Hard Rock Hotel, and over at the Borgata. My favorite casino is the Borgata. I think it's the prettiest, and they really have penny slot machines, so I can bet 5 lines a penny. Ocean View Casino is absolutely beautiful. It's on the boardwalk side, and basically you can sit there, be up on the 4th floor, look at the steel pier, which is the boardwalk and the amusements there, and gamble your heart away. But they didn't have any cheap machines, or I couldn't find any cheap machines, but it is beautiful. And last but not least, one of the things I love about New Jersey is they have flea markets everywhere. And, you know, most of them are free to enter, or $1. But the prices are cheap, cheap, cheap. Everything you buy is cheap, cheap, cheap. I love it, I love it, I love it. They have some really good flea markets. My sister takes me to one, and it's like you can go buy cheap stuff, and, you know, the restaurants, the food at the flea markets are very inexpensive. All right, I hope you all come to New Jersey, especially this time of the year. It's absolutely beautiful, and there's so many really fun things to do, and I know I didn't cover a millionth of it. You know, for a little itty-bitty state compared to California, it has a lot of fun things to do. And like I said, compared to California, it's very inexpensive, especially with $3 camping at Goshen Pond Campground. All right, hold on. Well, I do hope that you come to New Jersey. It is a beautiful state. It's called the Garden State. All right, we'll see you all on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye from Ma Terry and Miss Lucy. Yeah.